Welcome, everybody. It's all nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans. We direct here on the TNI network. This is Trent with my co-hosts, Bill and J-Bone. And this is the Time Machine Tuesday, NWA-TNA number 81. Gentlemen, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good.
Thank you guys.
I'm wearing the T-shirt of somebody that just trademarked their name.
I heard
you're familiar with him.
He did. I saw him on Saturday. He didn't mention anything, but good for him. Good for him to trademark. If anybody doesn't know, but John capital E period Bravo is now a governmental trademark in the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. He's a brand. The guy, can you imagine? John E. Bravo is a brand. Just think. I want you to think about that for a second.
I don't know whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry.
That's a good one. That's a good one. J-Bone, where's our ticker? Where's our throwback ticker here? I need the ticker up. I like having the thing scrolling across the bottom here. I got it. Got it. There we are.
I was gonna say I know I made one.
Well, let's
gave it a tickle. The ticker got a tickle.
Tickle the ticker. So hello to everybody out there. I'm kind of new at this. You know, I've been outcast. J-Bone fired me from Thursdays, so I've been regulated
the
to
wrath of the bone.
I know. I have 30 more episodes. I'm contractually committed to 30 more throwback episodes, but he said
That's your non-compete. 30 days.
That's my non-compete is 30 more weeks. 30 more weeks of throwback only. He's like, stay the hell away from our main show. You're done. Get the hell out of here.
You're the Samoa Joe of the broadcast. You went to the throwback instead of
I'm giving you
absolutely.
I'm giving you 90 days, and that's it.
That's it. I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out. But yeah, so I'll be just for anybody in here, I'll be just doing throwback and Patreon stuff when I can. So this is where you can find me. Not that anybody gives a rat's ass about where to find me, but where you can find me if you want to find me, it's here on Throwback.
I don't know. I think there was a tribute to you on the Discord.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think people were throwing flowers.
Get out of here. Oh, go on.
Or an ode to Trent.
No, there was not.
I do want to apologize. I have not. I've been pretty much staying away from social media for the last 2 or 3 days. Just I've paused all the apps with the exception of our messenger, our private messenger. It's the tags. I'll say this once. I'll say it again. I love our audience. Okay, I love our audience. But if you tag me in stuff 15 times a day on Twitter, you're done. I'm done with you. You're either muted and or unfollowed and or blocked.
Well, tell me about what's going on. Who's tagging you 50 times? There's you don't have to say the name, but is somebody tagging you 50 times a day?
The amount of notifications I get on Twitter that tags me and or multiple members of our crew. Yes. Yeah, and if you look at your notifications, you know exactly who it is. And it's look, I love the love, but I'm barely I don't even like promoting my stuff anymore. I love podcasting. I'm horrible at promoting.
Well, he's a humble guy, huh, Bill? Pretty humble guy we got here.
He's a humble guy. He's no humble beast, but he's
no. I was gonna say he's no humble beast, but
I'm no humble beast.
Our boy Humble Beast. I don't know if you guys seen his Instagram story. He is he's preparing for some kind of boxing fight or something. He's killing. He's in the boxing gym, kicking ass. The Beast is beasting in the gym lately.
Was he sporting any podcast gear?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. However, did Truck do a watch along today? Was there a watch along tonight? Truck, thank you very much. You're welcome to join us, Truck. If you are here, you are welcome to join us. Come on in. You are always welcome to jump in here, Truck. You are you're the director of operation, director of what I gave him a title once. What was it?
Did you?
Fun and Games. Fun and game, yeah. Director of no, he's the director of authority. He's the new director.
Oh,
of authority.
There you go. That's who Mike TNA was hiding behind all show.
What a great!
I always call him the fifth member of the Beatles, because he does so much other things behind the scenes,
Well, because the theme of TNA lately in the Asylum is the director of authority. I am naming Truck the TNI director of authority. The board of directors is now rolling up the truck. So, but yeah, we are going to do number 81 from the Asylum. We're going to be doing that. I have been future endeavor. Bell's boy was very happy to see me go. He was like, "Fuck off." He was like, "Thank God." Thank God. Like in the Discord, like, get the fuck, like all of them, RK, Shuttlesworth, all the usual suspects were like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we couldn't wait for this to happen. We want you gone. Fucking Zach Bonifer, the guy who hates me the most out of this whole listenership, was like, is ecstatic that I'm gone.
I tried, folks. I tried to keep him on.
No, you fired me, J-Bone. You fired me. Don't bullshit everybody. You told me to hit the. You said hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. You sang the whole song.
But your name's not Jack. Now I'm just confused.
You said it like those cool, like, you know, those cool like action dudes from like the 70s. Like, come on, Jack. Like, you call me Jack like that. No one knows what I'm talking about. It was like
Airplane. They were speaking jive.
Yeah, like speaking jive. You know, come on, Jack. My dad tells me about this guy he knew in the 70s. This guy, his name was Glenn, smooth black brother Glenn in the 70s. He goes, they'd be at work. He was working with him. He'd be like, "Hey, Glenn." He's like, "You like that girl over there?" He goes, "She likes me, Jack." Like, that was a great line. "She likes me, Jack." And I love it. I love just calling people Jack. So J-Bone, you can call me from Jack from now on. Okay, I call you Jack Bone from now on.
J-Bone with the jive saying, "You out of here. You out of here, Trent. You out of here." 2
weeks till Mir's birthday. Mir, you're gonna have to tell me here because I've been fired for Thursday. But you're all right. We're going to talk about that. Any breaking news you guys want to mention at the top, besides Bravo getting copyrighted in a good way, by the way? Anything else, Jay? This has been a slow news week, huh?
I haven't seen a lot of stuff like ever since like the CM Punk Brian Danielson. Damn, it's hard to go back to that after not saying that for like over 10 years. After that news, it's been a little slow. I mean, there's the cuts and stuff, but beyond that, the rumor mill just kind of slowed down over the last few days. So that's not a bad thing, because I mean, when I can't keep up with this shit, that's just bad shit cuckoo.
A little quiet lately.
Okay.
Real quick, because it is throwback, the bell is out. As is the cowbell. And yeah, if you guys watch this one, that bell's about to get rung, and so is this cowbell, my friends. These things are going to get rung. They're going to wake the dead tonight after this episode.
You might want to hold off on one of them. It's late. It's after curfew.
I hate my neighbor. That's fine. We've had like two interactions, and we have two interactions. I dislike her. I was like, what a shithead. Anyway,
that's all it took, eh?
That's it. Just terrible. She probably watches. It'd be hilarious. She was like a fan. She's like, "What the fuck?" I get like the knock on the door. Hey, really? Fucking really? But all right. So no breaking news then, huh? Nothing.
No, nothing huge. They added for the tapings some meet and greets.
Okay.
They're doing some more stuff with the knockouts still. Like they did like a photo shoot with their like knockout T-shirts that they're putting on eBay.
That new design, yeah.
It could be a sign. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear something soon on some type of show. They keep teasing this heavy knockout focus.
They used to do knockout themed photo shoots when Lee South was the photographer at Impact.
They did.
He used to do like the beach stuff and the knockouts going down to like the beach photo shoots, and then like the theme, like Halloween shoot, NBA Finals, Final Four. Like they'd always have a theme, Super Bowl.
Yep.
They haven't done that in a long time, and there's a lot of girls on the roster now. I'm surprised they don't.
But I don't know. Are we at an era? Obviously, a lot of news broke today with this type of stuff. Can there still be a knockouts calendar?
Oh, what do you mean?
Does society allow it? Could there be a new knockouts calendar, or is that no longer allowed?
What broke today? What did I miss? Can we not?
There might be a governor from a state that resigned.
Oh, yeah. Not far from you there, Bill.
Not far.
Not far. Little hop, skip, and a jump.
But that's the thing. Like, we're obviously, when we're reviewing these, you have the cage dancers. That's coming to an end not too far from now. But can certain things be done? Like, because what was the last Knockouts calendar? Because they did an Impact calendar, Homecoming, when it was in Nashville a couple years ago.
Which you all got a free one for being there.
Yeah. But what was the last Knockouts calendar? Like 17?
Yeah, I want to say
Rada's Anthem was coming on board.
Yeah, because
or maybe before they came on board.
The Maria, Allison Kay, Allie, that era I think had one. I think so. I believe.
Yeah, maybe 16, the one that had the different cover, like Gail Kim was
16.
A cover. That would have been Tessmacher and Velvet, I think, were different versions of the cover.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Wrestling SI still does a swimsuit issue, right? So,
but wrestling crowds are so weird.
But
wrestling crowds are so sensitive now, and you like, if you're the one to do it, you're looked at as exploitation and this. I don't know, man.
I tell you what, I just thinking about look, and I can see both sides of it, why they would not want to. I get it. But if you look and you see how many of the knockouts have their own, say, Patreon,
exactly.
Their
I don't think it would really
be
fans. Who knows? But I think most of the talent, if they're approached, so obviously they could elect not to do it, but I think there'd be at least 12 or a combination like they used to do, where if you have 8 or 9 on board and do some group stuff, you could, I'm sure, fill up a calendar if they wanted to go through, because I think they were probably pretty good sellers, honestly.
I mean,
it would still sell.
One of the biggest ones of the last year that I've seen, as far as, putting out photos of oneself in like a bikini or swimsuit, is our Knockouts champion, Deonna Purrazzo. She's gorgeous, So I think it
puts a lot out,
if it's done tastefully, and and it's not all thongs or something. I mean, because there's a tasteful way. Well, I'm just saying, there's a tasteful way to do it, and there's that's a little much, I mean, God knows we saw plenty of orange thong today. Jiminy Christmas and it was for all the wrong reasons too.
Wait, what happened? What did I miss? What show are you watching?
On a throwback, you didn't see that?
Who had a thong?
Mr. Aguila,
AKA
S.A.
Did his thong pop out?
With the see-through pants? Take a look at his pants again, and then
I wasn't looking that close.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, because his tights were basically Swiss cheese, and then if he bent over, all you saw at the top was like bright orange, and if he got pinned a certain way, all you saw was bright orange. I'm like, well, that's hot. That's really fucking hot.
That's what happens when you go all night long, as Rich Swan would say.
Well, he had the gimmick he was with Lita, and she had the thong gimmick, remember? So carried it over, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. but all right. What else? Anything else? Or should we jump right in?
That's it.
All right. So this one, guys, just to give everybody a heads up, this was the America's X Cup episode. So it's tournament style. So you got a lot of the same talent. I mean, they've wrestled 3 times on this show. So there's not a lot of story, not too much to break down. They basically inserted the Jarrett loyalty clause into this one. So that's what we're going to tell. So it's not a ton. So it won't be a ton of analysis on this. But
you know what, Trent? There's one more little piece of news. It could be Impact related when we heard rumors from Conan a while back about a bunch of luchadors possibly coming over.
No,
something happened today. Mass Republic, who makes clothing and stuff, they got visas for 50 luchadors.
50?
50.
That's Kevin.
So that means a lot of talent. You'll see probably maybe Impact, maybe even AEW, Indies. I'm thinking you'll see a big influx. Hopefully, our guy that we all love makes that way over.
Oh, Vikingo.
He's on the list. Hey, Tajiri's even on the list. I was like, hey.
The Buzzsaw?
He lives in Mexico, right? Yeah. I heard something about that.
Does he really? Okay, that's
something like that.
Know.
He was living down there training or some shit. I heard something, but could be wrong.
Oh, wait. Your good friend Mir here. He can't have you miss this.
See, this is why I'm gone. This is exactly why I'm out of here. They don't like me, man. I gave him years, J-Mo. I gave him years, and I was a good host, and I anchored things nicely, and I brought everybody in here, and I engaged our audience, and I kept the show flowing like a good radio host. And they didn't want it, man. They didn't want any of it. They just said, fuck them.
We built this from a seed. From a seed.
You know what the proof was, boys? And this is not a knock on you two. The numbers were exactly the same, if not maybe even a little higher without Trent on Thursday. They were even better. They wanted you to. They're like, fucking finally. So, okay, Mir.
Well, no, it's one of those things where people just show up. They don't know what they were getting. You have to wait till the following.
Is he coming? Is he going to be here any minute?
Yeah, you could have done a scumbag show up. It is the summer of scum.
30 more weeks, Mir. I'm out of your hair, pal. I'm out. But 2 weeks till his birthday. All right. So as Mir said, this episode, NWA-TNA number 81, took place on February 11th, 2004. Now, I was on Dave's motherfucking couch watching this with February. We're definitely going into we might have gotten nuts and did a burger this time.
Oh,
what is this?
We now got all these bells and whistles that you left.
What is
this is something that J-Bone's been working very hard on behind the scenes over the last week, and we just got this, folks. Folks, if you would like to help support the podcast in another way, you can do a super chat or super sticker. I'm still learning all this stuff, but that is one thing you can do to help the show grow. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so like the equal on Twitch with the bits and the subs. Now you can do it on YouTube as well.
Wait.
And $5 Canadian. That might be like a mortgage payment these days. I don't know.
I've been gone a long time. Look how much has changed. I guess you could cheer bits on YouTube. Shit. No, thank you, Mr. Sharp. We appreciate that. Very nice. But yes, I am also on the Backstage Boys podcast where we talk industry talk. That's talking shop, basically, is what that one is.
Talking shop.
That's talking shop on that one.
Speaking of talking shop, the boys are defending our straps tomorrow on another show tomorrow. And speaking of,
what do we got? Hey, there he is.
Truckster, what's happening? To play it. He just did.
I know, eh? Well, it's like going to the club. If you want to get the girls' attention, you got to be looking like you're there to spend money. So
he just came. He's like, give the table a bottle.
Right here, baby. Right here.
Exactly.
J-Bone has gone half nude on this show right there. No. Oh God.
You know, I didn't see a boxer line there, Jay. So I think we all learned something tonight.
Are you free?
No tan lines for the bone man.
Wait a minute. J-Bone, do you not wear underwear? I want to reveal this, right? It's not Patreon content. I want them on the main show. Are you not
the infamous boxers or briefs? Or
no, I didn't see it. Right, there was no line there.
I mean, I am the throwback of this panel, but
he's not saying yes or no. This is really interesting. Okay, J-Bone, you open the door, pal. I gotta know. There's nothing there.
I pulled everything down just a smidge.
He's full of shit.
I don't believe him.
Absolutely full.
I'm asking the former director of Authority. I believe his name is Don Callis.
I have seen that penis.
Good God. Tell me where you were February 11, 2004. Quick.
All right.
Got the email pulled. J-Bone, what are we doing here? No. Oh, briefs, huh?
I had to prove it to you that I wasn't like that much of a freak.
Briefs. Should we all reveal briefs, boxers, and briefs? I don't think we have to do what J-Bone. We can all tell what we all wear. I recently went to briefs, just if anybody's interested.
Hey, really?
I was a boxer.
Who goes back? Why do you go back?
I was a boxer guy. Then I realized I'm like, these aren't that good. Then I went to briefs. I'm like, this is amazing. It's like
I'm with you, Trent. I was of the same ilk for many, many years.
Right? Yeah.
I think we were a boxer only generation.
Yeah, we were. And then I went
because remember it was like the anti tighty whiteys.
That's
so
right.
You went the complete opposite, the boxers.
100%. See, Bill knows. Me and Bill are right here. We just even down to the burner we use on our stove. I remember he told me like, I only end up using one burner on my stove. He's like front right all the time. I'm like, you know it. So I'm like this guy, me and this guy right here. But went to briefs. How about you, Truck? You a brief guy all the way?
Silk boxers.
Silk.
Silk.
Shouldn't expect
Silk,
any
of
less.
course, silk.
That's
A worm's ass can only be on trucks.
that's hot. That's hot.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I didn't expect anything less.
It's still all more than what Mr. Aguila wore in his match tonight.
Oh God.
Continue.
Thank you very much. Another super sticker. What did you guys do while I was gone? That would have been gone. Super sticker.
So
Thank you.
Zach and Cody Sharp are tied right now.
There's a note in here. It says $5 for Trent to sign off. Wow, thanks.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That is savage.
Wow. Okay. Well, this will be a quick one, I guess. All right. So, Bill, you got the email pulled up, February 11th, 2004.
Well, that is like I said last week. This is now I'm in. I'd have to see the schedule if the Sixers or the Flyers had a home game that day, because that would tell me where I was in 2000.
All right.
4.
All right. What are we doing? Well, Truck, while he's looking that up, Truck, what are you doing? February of 2004, 11th. It's right before Valentine's Day now. What special lady was in the Truckster's life at the time?
I think I had a girlfriend at this time. I'm trying to remember. At some point, you forget all their names. Actually, I can do it. While Bill's going through his emails, I do have a kind of a funny story about that. Some folks know I was in BC the last few weeks.
Yep.
And my parents are going to sell their place, so they want me to, go through all my stuff and chuck a bunch of stuff out. I found all of my old journals from like 20 years ago.
What?
And I'm flipping through them. I'm seeing, what was Truck doing 20 years ago? I don't remember any of these people. All these names that are popping up in events that seem so huge and so important. I'm like, I don't remember her. I don't remember her. I don't remember her.
When you live an extraordinarily celebrity-like life like Truck, it's hard to keep track.
Or I'm just not actually forming meaningful bonds with anybody in my life, and it just doesn't stick.
I was really hoping while you read your journal, one of the pages said like, "Man, what a waste opportunity Sonny Siaki was. I can't believe he dropped the ball on this guy."
No, at this time I wasn't watching wrestling at all because I dropped off when the invasion angle fizzled out.
That's right.
The last show I paid for was WrestleMania 18.
Which was a good one to go out on.
Yeah,
it was. That was Hogan Rock, right?
Oh yeah, and I still go back and watch that match again.
The whole show. 18's a great one. I'll always give him that one.
Yeah.
It is a great one. J-Ball, Bill's looking. What are you at? February 11th. This is before Valentine's Day. And this is either before you were destroying one marriage or going to the other. I don't know what you were doing at the time.
I'm sweating profusely trying to figure out how to make my ex's birthday / Valentine's Day special, because her birthday was on the 13th and Valentine's Day was the next day. Let me tell you how many of those I got in trouble because I tried to combine them into something special for them.
Sorry, pal.
And roses were just, thrown out into the snow on the fucking front lawn.
Come on. Poor guy. All right, Bill, you got yours pulled up?
No event that night, it looks like, it appears. It looked like I was out the night before and the night after. So this was probably a resting night. Who knows? Maybe I may have this pay-per-view live.
You probably ordered this one live.
This is probably one I did because I think I was home that night.
I'm going to order this right now. And he just fucking forked his $10 over and watched it. And he's like, God damn it. It's just an America's X Cup and the same 8 guys are wrestling for 2 hours. Son of a bitch.
I mean, that was probably, that may have caught my interest. That probably would have got me in because I was big with the luchador. So that definitely could have been my, just like the crowd was going nuts for the Juice.
Speaking crowd of Juice, is bananas. Go ahead.
Everyone loves someone with a nickname Juice.
Oh, dude, he's been buzzing around lately. The Juice.
He was. He's making appearances 17 years later.
We got I've worked him at a couple times at AEW. He is the nicest dude. He is so cool. Like he talks like that. Really, like everything is juicy. Like things are juicy. It's like Chicago was fucking juicy. He was like we went out to eat. He's like, it's so juicy. I love this restaurant, man. It's so fucking juicy.
You like the juice.
Like the juice, man. Dude, he's so fucking, she's super cool. Like he is a cool ass dude. Like you can't help but like him. And I'm so it was cool to see him here all over the show. But let's jump in. Let's jump in, boys. Let's get it. We open up right away with Scott Hudson. After the recap of 80, we go right to Scott Hudson on this shit.
You're gonna break that bell for this episode. I'll tell you.
I know.
Right now.
It's bananas how many times this man shows up tonight.
It's gonna need some duct tape.
It's nuts. But he's with Team USA, Jerry Lynn, Elix Skipper, Sonjay Dutt, Chris Sabin. I gotta ask you guys something. I almost feel like Sanjay was like shoehorned into this because like he wasn't prominently featured prior to this. But what a example of like making the best of the opportunity handed to you. I think he fucking stood out on this show. But you like, am I crazy? Like he kind of got like thrown into this randomly because he was only on maybe a handful of episodes prior to this in like a very mid card role, like not much, you know.
He had a nice exhibition run for a month,
That's
and
about
then
it.
like he won a little bit, then he lost and it was kind of like off. My guess is he went somewhere else. He was traveling, doing stuff.
Yeah.
That seems to be TNA of this era, where they would lose somebody and then they come back 4 to 6 weeks later and they pretend they never were gone.
I'll tell you what. Come to think of it, I meant to ask you guys something today. You notice who hasn't been on in forever? Is Monty Brown.
Oh,
Think
yeah,
about this.
he's MIA.
For some reason, I almost like always tend to think back to the Asylum. Monty Brown was so prominent in the Asylum.
No.
Half of the year one, maybe. That's it.
Yeah. Then I think he comes back at some point this year and then
In
is real
04.
strong near the end and into the beginning of TV.
Which is crazy. I always associated more with Asylum than I do Florida. And he's
It all
not
mixes together. It does.
so
It gets crazy.
It is so crazy. But so Scott Hudson is interviewing Team USA, and then Armando Quintera, who is basically the Scott Hudson of Mexico.
Don't even. No.
He is terrible. He is terrible.
But he's a million times better than Hudson.
He is awful, Bill, on this episode, to the point where he like screws up a translation. Hoovy walks off. You notice this? So it's
Still better than Hudson.
Hoovy, Abismo, Negro.
The microphones today.
What's that?
Hudson could even aim microphones at guys.
He was all over the place. All over the place. Hoovy, Guerrera.
He didn't even know what the system was for the whole
Yeah,
tournament.
he screwed up explaining the tournament at one point.
Oh, did he really? I didn't What did he say? What did he say?
He confused the wins for the point system. He thought that AAA had 5 wins. It's like there haven't even been 5 matches yet, bud.
Oh,
To be fair, they probably came up with the concept about 5 minutes before airtime.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, seeing as how there was confusion on everybody's face in every match in this show. Yeah, I think they didn't explain anything to anybody. Team Mexico.
Not even like you're supposed to lose this match or get pinned here.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Abismo Negro, who is oh my God, what's his name in WWE?
It was hold on.
S.A. Rios. No, was he Mr.
Well, no. You're talking Mr. Aguila.
Mr. Aguila. Mr. Aguila.
Aguila.
Abismo Negro, Hector Garza, who is awesome, who I think is a beast. Died way too young.
Good.
Way too young. Like 42, I think he was.
Yeah, he was early 40s. I thought it was recently, and then I looked it up while I was watching the show. No, he died several years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while, and he has a pretty good. He gets very over with the TNA crowd as years go on until his death, but very tragic loss with him. But yeah, Armando Quintera is like jumbled up on translating at some point, and Hoovy's like, and he's like walks off, and he's like, okay, Abismo Negro, what about you? But yeah, it was weird. I literally, what WTF? Like, what happened there? But then we go right into the match. First match, Juventud. This is round 1. Oh, good.
This is funny, and this is like it. I had to go back and rewatch this because I blinked and missed it, and I was like, wait a minute, I got to go back and watch this. The when they're doing that what do you call the intro?
Mm-hmm.
What's the other term for that? The
opening.
Yeah, the opening, whatever.
The Macho Man theme song.
Yes.
Are you ready?
You've been getting Macho every week.
Yeah.
If you go, I didn't watch last week. So if they did this last week, I'm not aware of it. So, but if it's the same, then let me know. It's all Jeff Jarrett. It is an absolute all Jeff Jarrett.
I didn't catch that. That's amazing.
Because it shows under new management up in the corner, and it's every single clip is Jeff Jarrett highlight.
That's
guitars, move, guitars,
like that.
move, guitars.
That's a nice subtle thing. I like that. That's funny.
I was like, oh my god, he's just top heel again. There you
That's
go.
funny.
I loved it.
It's Chris Sabin who's X Division champion against Juventud Guerrera. Crowd is absolutely on fire for these matches, which I love.
Great choice to start the show with this match.
Very, very. I Jordan, what a great match. The roll through sequence was incredible. Was the finish botched?
I think so.
Yeah, it was. Sabin kicked out.
Oh, totally.
I don't know where the confusion was, but
yeah,
it wasn't a 3 count. Like he kicked out before 3.
Yeah. And then Rudy called. He looked scared. He looked really like, oh shit. And you could see him apologizing to Hoovy right away. I'm like, yeah, you fucked up something. Weird.
Well, and it wasn't just him. Like they hit the music immediately, so somebody's finger was on the trigger, and they were awful fast.
A lot of miscommunication on this show. A lot of it, man. This was weird, but Hoovy wins on this one. Hoovy goes on, so that's one. What is it? It's 1 point for the singles, and it's Do you know, Truck, offhand what the point breakdown was?
Yeah, it's 1 point. Yeah, it's 1 point for the singles. It's 2 points for the tag teams, and then during the eliminator, it's 2 points for each elimination. And if there's a tie, then they have. Thank you. And I should have Scott Hudson's job. And if there's a tie at the end of all of it, then the team captains face off.
And it was good. They were supposed to face off next week. I think Mike today said if there was a tie.
If it went to that,
yeah. Okay.
I thought the hard 10 was bad.
Yeah, so there's a lot to keep track of in this. Right back to Scott Hudson, and he's with Jeff Jarrett, Stenenbaum, Don Callis, discussing the open door policy that he's got with his constituents here. Huh?
Forbidden door or the open door?
The open door. He's got the open door. And he's going to get more loyalty out of people today, he says. Shane Douglas, Tracy Brooks, and Michael Shane walk in. They commit themselves to the loyalty oath, and they are convinced that the new director of authority is Mike TNA. Because Jarrett's like, you know who it is? He's like, I think it's Mike TNA. This is the running theme throughout the show, that Mike TNA is the director of authority.
So every time anybody that's watching on Twitch, we say Mike TNA.
Yes.
And you're subbed, use the emote. Angry TNA face.
Angry TNA face, because it is amazing.
It
is absolutely amazing in this episode. So, yes, put the Angry TNA face up.
Yeah, they're like, it's either that was the running thing. It either was, I think TNA knows, or I think it's TNA. It's either or, which is hilarious. And Jeff Jarrett automatically turns around to what's his name, Cinnabon?
Stenenbaum.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Cinnabon. Anyways, now I want Cinnabon. Damn it, Trent.
This happened to you last week too, by the way. Where you wanted Cinnabon after saying Stenenbaum.
Oh, I wasn't on last.
Oh, so this is now a gimmick.
Yes, it's a gimmick. By the way, Jeff Jarrett was in the scene. I forgot to do this. That is a Jeff Jarrett thing now. So it's Scott Hudson.
That's slap nuts cowbell.
Yes, it is. It is. So Jeff Jarrett definitely is going to be all over this too.
So there's at least 10 Jeff Jarrett, Scott Hudson segments. So your bells are just going to need some duct tape by the end of this.
Bells will be ringing. Yes, they will be. They just blasted matches. They were just like boom, 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 because they went right from that to another first round. Hector Garza versus Sanjay.
Oh,
I think Hector looked great. He was fantastic in this. His finisher was phenomenal. The tornado, I think it was they called it. Like
tornado,
the corkscrew, moonsault. Spiral tap, like age. I don't know what it was amazing though. Perfect for that size. Awesome. But Sanjay looked good too, Sanjay. I thought he looked all right.
Dude, his cardio in this was ridiculous. I watched this match twice because I was like, first of all, I loved Hector Garza in it. But Sanjay is, dude, he's so he pops for himself so much. He's just so happy to be there. I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just so charismatic, so happy, and he just goes 150 miles an hour through these matches. I don't know how he does it, but man, he is young Sonjay Dutt in this first year, or his first calendar year in the company. Unbelievable. So fun.
Yeah. It still amazes me that he never got like an actual X Division title run, except like when he was Booker, which later, that was, 2017, huh, Bill, when they went to India.
Yeah.
15 years later, took a while.
They never gave it to him. Like, he was there for fucking ever, and they never gave it to him. Truck, I'm starting to think it's a South Asian thing. Jeff Jarrett didn't like the he wasn't down with the brown.
One thing I was going to point out about this, and if you were in the watch along, you noticed because we were making fun of this, they just announced Sanjay as from India. Yeah. Every time he comes out, he's just from India. Everybody else has a hometown. He has an entire country with millions of people. That's where he's from.
From India.
From India.
It's the ignorance of the West, you know what I mean, of South Asia.
It stood out. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it still does. You know, they don't know those other countries. They just think India is it, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, what do they eat in India? Curry? Are you from India? It's like, no, there's like 8 countries in South Asia that make this shit up. But no, India? We mean India? Fuck. But he looked great though, man. I mean, Sanjay, I'm telling you, this is like, I got a shot at this. They're putting me in this tournament. I'm gonna kick ass, and he totally did though. I was really happy with him.
And he took an absolute shit kicking in every match he was in.
He did. Hector hits hard. Hector hits very hard.
Yeah,
that's brutal, dude, man. Like that guy. It's almost like he was upset. Like he was angry at everybody.
I noticed like all of the matches on the card, they were going really heavy. And I wonder just how much of it was, we have this limited opportunity, we're on TV in the States, let's just go balls out here. Everybody's going to remember who we are. And I think it must have worked because the crowd was hot for the entire show.
Whole show.
And how often does that happen?
No. I'll tell you what. I think it was a little cultural, a little competitive cultural ego and pride in this too, because they were like, we're going to fucking show them. Like, it's a little
for the brand.
Friendly competition, man. You know,
they
went hard. I think it was fun to see that little shooty in some ways, a work shoot in a sense. But I think I, as a fan, enjoyed watching it happen. I think it was really cool to see them just go balls out. You know, kind of like J-Bone earlier in the show with when he was showing us his tan line, or whatever that was.
or soon on the merch page, or J-Bone balls out.
J-Bone balls out briefs. It's everything but the balls.
I don't think I can get that on the merch page.
Sorry, everybody. Whoever was lining up a purchase, Lakers. Sorry.
Back to Bonley fans.
We got socks. I mean,
we do have socks.
I can rock the socks.
No, do not say the word.
You've done enough of that.
Don't say cock sock on this show, please.
I wasn't going to. I was just going to let you see. Now you said it. I didn't say that.
I'm just talking for context.
So anyhow, about the wrestling show that we were watching.
Trent, you are sick. It's another reason why I kicked you off the stamp show.
I know. That's why I kicked me off Thursdays, man. Terrible. Scott Hudson with Jerry Lynn talking about the match with Mr. Aguila. And I got to say, the match was right after this, correct? I think I did not write this down. I think I went right into it, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. We go right into the match. Match was fantastic. I think so. Jerry I don't think Aguila knew what Jerry's finisher was, because he didn't let him give him the cradle pile driver, because he flattened out and just turned into like a cushioned power bomb. It was weird. Jerry wins though. But you catch that? Like, Jerry was trying to do the cradle thing, but then Aguila would try to like sit up out of it, and then it just turned.
You can tell like they didn't do. I don't know if they just didn't go over things, but like they had the finishes were just very not clean for
in all of
the
matches, which is strange.
The finishes were just
I
can't even call it really a botch, because it just seemed like they were bad communication.
Yeah, it's like it's like nobody knew how to take anybody's finish or worked out a finish. Everyone, right, Truck? Like it almost
was like
every match. Yeah,
those styles clashes over the years.
100%.
Like, for some reason, no one ever knew. Like, one of the most popular wrestlers in the world, how do you take his finisher?
Yeah.
Do you tuck?
tuck or no tuck.
And it's strange because the matches otherwise are universally, solid to exceptional.
Yeah,
and then just the finishes come up and those are wonky. So you would think that if the finish is going to be wonky, the match is going to suck too, but no. So I don't know what happened there.
Some weird miscommunication. Like nobody knew how to take anything. It's weird. It was very strange. Like matches were fantastic until the finish. So I don't know. But yeah, Jerry does win with that one. Back to Scott Hudson with Jeff Jarrett and Stenenbaum and Callis, and Father James Mitchell comes up with the Gathering, Punk and De Niro, offering their services, pledging the loyalty right there. And here's like, hey, let me ask you a question, Mitchell. Are you sure Raven's gone? He goes, I assure you, it's over. It is over. He's gone. And then he also, he's like, what about, do you know what the new director of authority is? And he goes, from what I know, it's Mike TNA. And he's like, I knew it. Son of a
There's
bitch.
a lot of Jared going, I knew it today.
Lot of that going on. So
But
again,
we're already at.
it is a lot of Jarrett, and a lot of I knew it. But again, the running theme of Mike TNA being the director of authority. Another round one, Abismo Negro against Elix Skipper. There was one, the finish was crap on this too. Again, another shit finish on this. I thought it was clunky. There's another moment on this where Elix does his flip over clothesline, but he flips over so hesitantly, and it's like so slow, and he kind of like catches himself, and Abismo just stands there waiting for it. I'm like, just
no selling him.
I'm like, just go in. If the guy's not doing, just go. Just don't look clunky. Just go for the just take him out. Whatever you got to do. Very clunky, but it was it was good, but just again miscommunications all over the place. So it wasn't. Could have been so much better. Put it that way. None of these guys.
Another one. Another guy that passed away very young.
Oh, Negro, he's dead.
He died at 37. He died like over 10 years ago.
Get out.
Yeah, 2009. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Where did he die? God, two out of 4 of Team Mexico are dead. How did he die? That's crazy. Let me see.
I think it wasn't natural causes.
Oh. He was he had a panic attack and demanded to be let off in the middle of a bus ride. Sent text to his wife. Oh shit! And they found him on a dark hillside. Oh shit! This does not sound right. Yeesh. Yeah, it's a long article on Wikipedia about it. So if you guys want to read that, wow, this is terrible. Oof. Very, very, very sad. And he died the day after Misawa died in the ring.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy, man. Holy shit. All right. Well, check that out. If you guys want interested in reading it, it's a long piece, so take a look if you have time. But damn, 2 out of 4 of Team Mexico are dead. That sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy that those 2 are dead and the other 2 are still active.
Oh, is Aguila still active too?
Yeah, I saw him at a lucha show right before the pandemic.
No shit. Wow.
I might have a picture
How was he?
somewhere.
Yeah, how
He was
was
good. He seemed about the same. Like he did. Like there really wasn't much of a difference.
It's funny to think, because these guys were so young then too. Like Hoovy, I think Tanay says he's 28, and I'm like, at this point he had already done everything in WCW and like EC. I'm like, he's only 28 here. That's it. Like what the fuck? Like he's not even 50 yet. And
and that is something like in the luchadors. Like a lot of the ones they wrestle to they're in their 50s,
and they started in their.
That's very common.
Yeah, they started in their teens. They started early.
Yeah, they started in their teens and they wrestled to their 50s. It's
crazy shit, man. Wow. Yeah, so Abismo does win on this one with the roll through. Again, really clunky.
Piling up the points.
Yeah. I wrote down Brown Scott Hudson, a.k.a. Armando Quintera, with Hoovy. He's terrible. Quintera was awful on the show. He was so, like, he didn't know what the hell to say. Hoovy declares victory. Armando brings up Loki and Daniels, and Hoovy gets picked.
Which is weird, isn't it? Because they're not on the show. They don't even appear in a vignette or on the ramp or anything. So why are they saying their names?
Running theme of them too in this show. Like they get name dropped a few times.
Yeah.
And Hoovy gets pissed off, and he's like, "It doesn't matter if they were on the team or not. We'd still win." It's a weird time, very weird time to have Hoovy address it. But at this point,
but they're letting see. This is where I disagree because one announcer makes it about himself. The other one, he's not great, but he just lets the talent do all the talking. He just kind of throws it at them, and they take over. Scott Hudson has to keep telling you, Scott Hudson, big deal.
Well, and he's translating. So I mean,
the translation. You got to give him a little pass for the translation.
I don't know, Bill. The way you give Scott Hudson no leverage, I give Quintero no leverage. No way.
What did he do to you?
He was on this show. That was enough.
Whoa. Whoa.
I didn't like him. He was terrible. I think he should not be in this role. I'll probably we'll get an angry email from him. Is Armando Quintero alive? Is everybody dead on Team Mexico? Where the fuck's Armando Quintero? Let's look him up.
Well, speaking of,
oh boy,
we have a Kyle that's on the show here. It's good to see one Kyle show up. So, Kyle, thanks for showing up.
Armando Quintero.
At least there's one.
Let's see here.
I still feel like he was around doing something not long ago.
Really? Let's see. Triple A.
Is he one of like the 5,000 AEW backstage correspondents?
Holy, who knows?
I think J-Bone was one of them a week or two ago.
Let's see. Let's see here. Quintero doesn't come up, but some guy named Jack Melendez comes up, and he says he was better known by a stage name Moody Jack Melendez. He used to be a play-by-play alongside Quintero in TNA. He was the Spanish announcer in TNA, but where did Quintero go? I'm trying to look. There's nothing on Armando Quintero.
He vanished?
Nothing at all.
At Kaiser Soze.
Like Kaiser said, disappeared right into the air. Shit, weird. No idea. Armando, there's nothing about him anywhere. There's no articles.
Kaiser roll what?
Kaiser Soze. You never saw the Usual Suspects? Come on, Jay. You watching too much wrestling? Hey, what are we doing over here? That's a fine movie.
Doesn't Jay have like a lot of memory loss?
Yeah, he blocks a lot of things out.
About 4 times a day. Yeah, it might be up to 5. I can't remember.
Poor Jay. Yeah, nothing on Quintero, guys. I can't find shit. He does show up later on in 2005. I got that. Nothing. I found his IMDb page. He shows up in 05 on some page. I'm guessing he did some commentary. I don't know.
Trent, would you have an IMDb page yet? You've done commentary. You're in film.
No, I don't. My sister has one because she's in the film industry.
Yeah,
she has. I don't have.
What do we have to do to get you an IMDb page?
Create it, and you just create it. You just make it.
All right, that's our task now. TNI Discord people,
make me a fucking IMDb.
Yeah, we're gonna make Trent an IMDb page. We're gonna make him feel good about himself again because he feels really unloved.
Trent, back in 2005, canceled Quintero based on all these comments.
He's gone. He's gone, man. I got rid of him. I got. He's out. He is
retroactively. He has that kind of power.
He is canceled.
Never existed. Never existed.
The Doctor Who of pro wrestling.
There you go. Round two match. Now we're in tags, and Truck, these are worth 2 points or 3. I'm sorry, 2. 2 points. Abismo Negro. Yep. Abismo Negro and Hoovy against Jerry Lynn and Sanjay Dutt. This I thought was a great match. This one I couldn't find anything wrong with this one unless I missed something. Team Mexico wins. Any notes on this one? I thought this one went off fine.
Here's the weird part.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch this, half of this show is done in front of one audience. The other half of the matches is done in front of another audience.
Whoa, wait a minute.
But the audience is so similar. The only way you can tell is there's the two the local ham and eggers. There's a bald guy and another guy, and they're both usually kind of like half, leaning on each other in the front row.
Okay.
Is one of them wearing a plaid shirt?
Yes.
Okay, I was watching that guy all show. He was having a great time.
First Sabinite.
Hey, our boy.
There he is.
I don't know if he was there for this one or not.
Oh, he was at all.
Because I know there's heavy ICP for part of that
Yeah,
crowd.
they're still in there, man.
Yeah, the first half of the show, the audience, garbage.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Check this out. We're go ahead and Bill, read this out.
All right, yeah, the singles are from the first show we were banned, and the 2 tags and the elimination were from the week before.
Get the
That
fuck
kind of
out.
makes sense because you can even tell in some of like Terry's promo later, he kind of messes up saying it because I think he knew like they were saying, well, this is going in the other direction.
Wow.
Like the whole timing was thrown back, so they were actually reversing course on some stuff.
They taped them backwards? Like, that's weird.
It is, but it isn't, because that became, well, the most famous is the tournament they did when they thought they were canceled off TV, and they taped like 4 months of TV and nobody knew what they did. It was just random matches, and they put a storyline to it later.
That's right. Yes, that is actually, I remember when that happened, and I remember being so impressed with how they were able to tie in a bunch of random matches into an overarching story.
When was this? What year?
This was going in, this was 15 into 16?
Yeah, it was
the beginning
weird.
of 16. It was the beginning of Pop.
It was
when they left Destination America and they thought they were done. That was the time where it seemed like it was done. Oh, here we go.
More context from Sabin here. Go put that back up here. All right, go ahead and read this off, Bill.
All right. They would do the singles before and after Explosion, before the main pay-per-view. Then the next week they'd finish the night with the big elimination.
No
shit, a little insight on how they taped back then.
Isn't that interesting? Wow.
That's wild.
Okay. Thanks, Sabinite. That's our boy. If you guys missed it, he was on the show a while ago, and he talked about some firsthand Asylum experience. He was at the shows live, so sweet shit. Hey, Sabinite, once you find those old signs, man, you gotta come back on and show us. He says he might still have the old signs that he used to use in the crowd.
Nice.
So, can't wait.
There was a few signs in the crowd that were actually blurred out.
There was one. It was like the guy had a 2-sided sign.
Yeah.
One said Juggalo something, and then whatever he flipped the other side, I don't know what it said, but apparently it was vile.
It said, I don't know who this was about, but apparently Logan is gay.
Logan?
That was on an earlier episode, and it didn't get blurred out.
Yeah.
Who's Logan?
Well, they're not consistent. So let's just say we've seen a pair of things we weren't supposed to see, but then other times we did. We were. That's
true.
The censor boys aren't always there, so depending on who you are, maybe you want to spend $7.99 a month for that Impact.
The hardest part, honestly, about this whole episode, and I said this to Bill right before.
Of course, he says the hardest part after that comment.
The weight is the hardest part.
It's the hardest part of the night. The hardest part to watch about this whole damn episode is the audio. The audio throughout this, they had, and I don't know why they did this, because it borderline ruined it for me.
Were they patching stuff in? Am I crazy? Or were they patching stuff? Okay.
Yeah, it was totally patched in. And the most obvious part, and I'll say it now because I'll forget by the time we get to the end. When Jeff Jarrett is walking up the ramp after he fires TNA, there is a
alert.
Oh, come on, Jay. Come on. We're not even
I told you I'm going to spit this out because I forget shit all the time. So there's a TNA chant as Jarrett is turning around, smiling at the ring, right after he just fired. I'm like, why is there a TNA chant right after he fired TNA? That makes no fucking...
Yeah, it made a bad segment even worse with how the audio comes over.
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever so much Muzak Santana as we get tonight.
I lost count of how many different fake Santana tracks they had.
God.
There was no consistency across performer. They just
there was
hit random and hit play.
There was even a couple of overdubbed entrance themes on here. You could tell because there was like zero crowd. It was just music, and then like there was the TNA vocal feed mixed in at the end of the entrance.
I still believe
weird.
And say the first Sabin I might be able to confirm or deny I feel the ICP crew was hijacking part of the show.
That's probably right.
And I think they were covering them up.
Absolutely.
Because the only signs in the audience were for ICP. Most of my viewing was always an ICP sign, or the only signs I saw.
I think you're right.
Oh, they completely were putting themselves over the whole show. If, like I said, and I said this 2 weeks ago when I was talking about the ICP, you know, the juggalos in the audience, complete garbage crowd.
Hijacking crowd, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's they're not even paying attention to they're walking all over the place, back and forth, up and down in the crowd. They're all talking to each other. At one point, I forget which. Oh yeah, it's the Mr. Aguila Hector Garza versus Sabin Skipper. The crowd could care less. 75% of the crowd on the hard cam side at one point of the match is not even looking at the ring. And these guys are busting their fucking ass. It's so frustrating to watch.
Yeah, like my assumption was there was an ICP concert or something like after the show, because it doesn't make sense for part of it. Like, at times they're all because they're just crazy, but it feels like they were there for something else and not a wrestling show.
That sucks, man. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're right. That's probably why they piped it in. Is all the ICP stuff was just getting overdone. But you know, hey, I think they have a match next week, and then they're done.
Yes.
They do promote it. Yeah,
I'm guessing that's it after that, and we'll see these people taper off.
That's good.
Let's see where we leave off here.
Fucking magnets.
Fucking magnets. Team Mexico wins that round 2 match. Back to Scott Hudson with Chris Sabin and Elix Skipper. Discuss how it's 5-1 at this point. Backs against the wall. Elix
These are getting serious.
Yes, Elix at this point hints at Triple X again at Loki and Daniels. So again with the running theme of Triple X, like they should have been here. They should have been on this team, which is again weird. Right back to round 2. Aguila and Hector Garza against Elix Skipper and Chris Sabin. This I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a botch in this one. This one they actually had this one taken care of pretty well.
Yeah.
And USA wins, so they go up a couple points. Another note from Sabin Knight. What do we got here? Throw this up here, Bill.
Okay.
What do we got? He's another piece of inside info.
This was definitely around the time that they were deciding to wrap up the ICP involvement. A few of the angrier wrestlers told us ICP wasn't bringing enough money to make it worth it, so they were written off really soon after this.
There you go. Yeah, because they were comping the ICP fans, right? Just to get them in because they were loud. And
that's what that was my belief. So I think that's pretty much confirmed out there. That they were just like, here, an ICP will show up, so come on in and act crazy, and that's kind of what they did. So they went too far. Like they just leaned too much into it. That's my beef with that. It's one thing, go for crossovers, Johnny Fairplay. I'm on board with all this, but they just went too far into the ICP.
Yeah, it was heavy, man. It got really heavy, especially if you're comping them to get in. You know, it's like maybe the first week you want to get them in the door, introduce them to the product, but we're going on 3 weeks of this now, and they're just hijacking the show. And I guess
you've stepped over the line. Now you've taken it too far. Pretty much.
Now, if he wound up leading the ICP, maybe that could have been a storyline.
Hey, that's something. Let's take it easy. Right back to Scott Hudson with Jeff Jarrett. He pushes Hudson away, so get out of here, and he reveals the ref and like some of the production crew behind him. Somehow, you guys catch this botch? Rudy Charles refereed the match.
Fucking Rudy.
It's right here. Front and center.
Immediately.
Not a piece of sweat on him. He is
obviously
right
taped at another time.
Oh man, they really should have fit this one after the next match, maybe because I'm like, the fuck? Like, is that
Keith Mitchell in the truck?
Rudy's really fast.
Very fast.
He's so fast.
I rewound it just to see if Rudy sprints from the ring in the last match, just to make the consistency, like the continuity work, but he doesn't. So it's fucking Rudy, man.
Too bad we don't have like Daniel Spencer or somebody in the chat tonight to say, how fast could a referee move to do that?
I got no idea, man. Teleportation under the ring. Jarrett slaps Rudy though, so that was good. That was fun.
That was good to see.
Yes. Asks Hudson, come on, Hudson, you know who's the director of authority. He's like,
Oh,
I don't know. But from what I know, it's Mike.
bad acting by Scott Hudson in this one.
I'm gonna give him a bell. It was definitely a bell worthy for Hudson.
Why would Scott Hudson know anything? Why are you even asking him? This guy's connected? People talk to him?
Everybody talks. Well, literally, they all do talk to him.
Did you talk to the fans coming in? I talked to every fan coming in.
Does anybody go out of their way to talk to Scott Hudson and say anything more than the absolute minimum necessary?
Today does. He's excited. You want to get lunch? You want to get lunch?
Fuck off.
I want to address something in the chat here. You're not going to get this on Thursdays. You don't get this
That's
kind
coming
of.
from a nice Canadian fellow.
It is. Hakeem in the chat. Hakeem, long time listener to the show. He every show now he's in the chat mentioning the girlfriend. You guys catch this? Every episode he's in the chat. girlfriend. Hakeem, I want you to put the girlfriend on the show. I want her live on the show. I want to ask her questions about you. And you've been very vocal about telling us there's a girlfriend here now. So I want the girlfriend on the show. I want to grill her on the show about the relationship with Hakeem and how she puts up with all the articles that you're writing. So let's get the girlfriend on the show. I want to interview her and ask her knowledge of TNA Impact Wrestling via your articles. I want you to put the invite on Hakeem. Every show. Yeah, it's called my girlfriend. It's my girlfriend. All right, Hakeem. I want the girlfriend on the show live. That's ratings, J-Bo. We got to start bringing spouses on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to bring the women on the show. That's got to work. Especially on Throwback. There's no women here. We got Alicia on Thursday at least. No women on Throwback. They don't watch this old stuff.
Well, where's the nurse?
Nurse.
Bring Goldie back. Absolutely. Absolutely bring Goldie back.
The nurse she's in bed early. She's got a shift. But she's never seen the Throwbacks though. She's doing a Throwback.
Neither have I. It's all new to me. It's good stuff.
Is this your first time watching all this? That's awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't watching wrestling at all.
That's right. You were watching.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's cool, man. That's great. I didn't know that. I forgot. I didn't think about it. So you two are watching these for the first time. I love that. J-Bone, you have a friend.
I'm probably scaring all the girls away from showing too much skin, honestly.
Yeah, well, we're done now. We're definitely demonetized for that one. That's for sure. For like new.
Yeah, that 30 cents really was going to come in clutch.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. That's like not even tax.
At least I'm not like Sean's view, whipping out a nut. I mean, geez.
Wait, what happened now? Who whipped out a nut?
Oh, you never heard of that? It's the infamous Sean's View Entertainment.
Wait.
Famous wrestling vlogger.
What?
There's such a thing as a famous wrestling vlogger?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he's got a few more subs than me. No, actually, he's got an absolute crap ton of subs, and he's one of the most infamous guys for putting BS out there and claiming.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh, I don't know that guy, but I do got to mention because I saw it today, and it's bad. Your favorite guy.
That's what he's talking about.
Sean.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, is that the same Sean we're talking about?
That son of a bitch.
No, completely different.
Oh, different Sean?
Completely different.
How many
this Sean is doing worked shoot with his staff on social media.
Oh, God.
Like, why am I at the bottom of the page with the writers? Why ain't I getting credit for my contributions? Like, that was a story. They're doing storylines.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not. Fake Wrestling News is trying to do their own storylines.
They all want to. Everybody
just start a fucking promotion.
Well, that's the thing. They want to be workers. You're not a worker.
If you want to be a worker, start a promotion. It's not that hard.
Oh my God, that is so cringy, guys.
That is.
Yes, it is.
Total cringe.
That is so cringy to do that, man. Oh my God. Why? Everybody they all want to be a star. You know, they all want to be.
That's what it is. Get a little attention. People let it go to their heads.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Well, I mean, he could be even a bigger star if he actually put out half the bullshit that he talks about. Oh, I got all these interviews from all these people. Let's see them. Oh, wait, they don't exist.
You should do an After Dark on journalistic ethics in pro
They
wrestling.
don't exist. However,
Well, yeah.
however,
I would love to have that conversation.
just because we're playing all, I think we should play this.
Don't believe anything that you read on the internet.
Sorry, I cut you off. You were going to say something.
Here's the best. Here, I'll save you the time on the After Dark. Here's your ethics right here. Don't jump into somebody's DMs because they have an opposing opinion of yours.
Ooh.
Slap nuts.
Slap it into your DMs.
Wow.
That does get a slap nuts.
Slop it into your DMs. I like that.
Oh, he was sloppy.
Terry Funk in the ring with the mic, and he said
Terry.
he doesn't like being called living legend. I want to be known as the guy who busted his ass. And he loves the business, puts it over and says, I call Raven. I said, Raven, come back and be my partner. And he agreed. Next week, he'll be back. So Terry Funk was able to get Raven out of the darkness.
Ooh, CM Punk is in trouble.
I am assuming, based on what Sabinite's saying, though, is that this is probably part of one taping where Funk was already there.
That's what I think, yeah.
And Raven was in the back, and they just kind of did all this and stuff because they weren't going to fly Terry twice, probably. Because, God damn it, I'm old Jared. My knees hurt every time it rains. You son of a bitch. So he's probably like, just do it all in one shot. That's probably what happened. Sabinite, you can correct me. But Don West, guys, blue on blue, electric blue on blue.
Yeah, which I believe was last week, too. So that's where we see that was filmed last week.
That's right. I was like, didn't you do this last week? That's it. There's your proof. God damn it. God damn it. Don West, change your stupid clothes, you son of a bitch. I love Terry Funk, man. I love the way he talks. Everything is God damn it. Everything starts off with God damn it. God damn it. Mike, today you're going to bust a carotid artery yelling at Jared so much. That big banana nose blonde bastard. I love
he truly is related to Mance Warner, isn't he?
He probably is. Mance is a conglomeration of Terry Funk.
Yeah.
And
you can tell
Austin.
Mance looked up to the Funker.
Oh, 100%. And Bunkhouse Buck and Bunkhouse Buck, Terry Funk, and
Rhodes.
I'm sure like you would get off and like Mance would be like, yes, how are you doing, gentlemen?
Yeah.
This is my I do not speak like this at all, but oh my baby.
Yeah. Like when Mance will walk into a Starbucks, like, I'll take a venti mocha caramel latte, please. Light cream, little extra hot. So do you guys do soy here? That'd be great. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate that. You have oat milk, do you? $1 upcharge? Not a problem. I hit the pay window last night.
Get the fuck out of here. Somebody clip this and send this to Mance.
Oh God. He likes me for now. We'll see. And then he sees you on the street sipping his Starbucks. You know, hey Mance, how you doing now? Oh shit. Well, they gave me a goddamn coffee, sons of bitch. You know. Fuck. Be great. All right. I'm gonna do a Patreon content. Mance Warner goes to Starbucks. I'm gonna do a whole skit on Patreon. Manser goes to Starbucks.
Now you have to do it.
Yeah, J-Bone, you have to be the barista though. Can you do this? J-Bone, you should be a barista. Career. Like, I would love to see J-Bone try to figure out what these fancy fucking drinks are.
They're
like,
really complicated. The machines are complicated, Jay. Don't do this.
I have between 25 to 30 years of customer service. So
there we go. J-Bone, can you tell me what goes into a venti skim vanilla caramel mochaccino latte?
From a guy that drinks his coffee black? Fuck no.
What kind of psychotic shit is black coffee? I mean, got a black coffee? You were like how black coffee tastes? Terrible, Jay.
Yeah. I put in a scoop of my what the fuck's it called? Truvia?
Stevia?
What's that?
Stevia?
Yeah, that too.
Wow. That's it, huh? Black
That's
coffee.
it. That's it. Just a little bit of sweetener. That's it.
Gotta cut a little bit of cream, Jay. A little bit.
Because I'm a crazy son of a bitch.
All right, here we go. Mance Warner goes to Starbucks, and the barista is the old prospector played by
Please
Jay.
no.
This is gold. This is what you people pay for on Patreon.
You want to gain Patreons, not lose them.
Chuck, if they want me, that's where they're going to find me. Here, they already got rid of me.
He's
on
spitballing
Thursday.
ideas.
They already ran me off of Thursday. So this is it.
I tell you, man, this
That's all I got left.
is going to be hotter than San Francisco in 1910. You sons of bitches. You motherfuckers better
This is all I got, Truck. This is it.
show
That's all
up
that's left
for
me.
this.
30 more weeks of this. That's it. I mosey into the sunset with this. I gotta go out on top, baby.
I'm gonna reel them in for something else. The wheels are already turning. Just wait.
Now, interesting thing here. West mentions that Johnny Fairplay, or today mentioned Johnny Fairplay has a talk show debuting next week called. He mentioned the name of the show. I can't. Is it Fair Play with Johnny Fairplay?
Yeah, something like that.
His first guest is Joni Lauer, Chyna.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I thought her first appearance was in 07, which is her last wrestling match when she teamed with Kurt. I don't remember.
I did not know she had this earlier appearance, so I'm very intrigued by next week.
Me too. I don't remember this at all.
They never play this in the clips.
They played the other one, the match.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, is like, okay, does like I haven't looked at the next episode. I haven't looked up anything, no information. No. Like, does she actually show up, or was this like a mishap and maybe she doesn't show up?
Let's find out. Let's all.
Or maybe it's not filmed at the arena. Like maybe it's not a arena show and it's like a taped other venue.
Oh, excuse me.
They may have been on a reality show together by then.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Rohit, baby, look at that. I gotta say a shout out to Fairplay though for retweeting the links of the show lately. He's been keeping an eye on. I don't know if he's been watching them.
Fairplay's a good egg.
He's a good egg. Fairplay, former Survivor heel, and he is a real estate agent now with two beautiful kids.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes so much sense.
Johnny Fairplays bringing you the deals.
Big thank you to him though, as well as putting the show out there. And I want to mention, I do want to thank Josh Matthews. Bill, I meant to tell you this because you are a Josh guy. He did put the show over on his live. Did I tell you about this already? His live
on Instagram. Somebody asked him, "What's your favorite Impact podcast?"
Impact podcast. Yeah, he's a total nonstop Impact.
Gotta clip that.
I know. Well, lives don't get posted anymore. They used to do a thing where if you went live, you could post it to a post on Instagram.
Goddamn Instagram.
Shut the fuck up, J-Bone. I am tired of this old prospector. Save it for Patreon, though. We gotta milk the prospector, J-Bone. Don't give it for free. I gotta
don't just stop giving it away. Just
tease it and get the fuck out, J-Bone. All right, just cut that shit out. So I don't know if she shows up next week, but I think Bill. My first thought went to that what was that talk show? Oh, that's a reality show they were all on. A bunch of these people were on.
Yeah, like the Surreal Life.
Surreal Life or something. Yeah. I'm like, was she on that? And this was like around this time?
That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought. And why? Because then they wouldn't, even though they show it, maybe a piece of it as it, but maybe they don't really have the footage. So that's why maybe they never reposted.
Because she was bad off in those days. She was drugged. Then X-Pac came in. He was dating her at the time. He was all fucked up. And,
yeah, because I think she even says, like, when she was there, like, she was in a better state than at this time, I think. So.
Yeah. We'll see next week. We'll see. Finals. America's X Cup Finals. Team USA versus Team Mexico, which was taped the following week now, according to Sabin. They taped this the next week. This is where the crowd should look different. I couldn't tell what the sign. Oh yeah, you said J-Bone knows what the sign said. I wrote that in my notes.
Yeah.
But I wrote down Sanjay absolutely earned his stripes tonight. To me, this guy, like, I think this is when he gets the contract, because this should be when he gets the contract. Like, you're on all the dates. Because that kid stepped up. He's like 48 now. That kid stepped up. Phenomenal though. I think he really stood out to me in this match. Now these are some of the highlights. We're gonna get to the low lights of this match in a second. This is where the miscommunications come in. I wrote down this was clearly real to Hector Garza because he looked like he was beating the shit out of everybody. Absolutely killing everybody in this match.
I would have loved to have seen Loki in this one just to put him in there with Hector and see who dies first.
Oh, God.
If he dies, he dies. Dude, that'd be a great match, though. Loki versus Hector Garza. Did it ever happen? I'm curious. Did it ever happen? I'm wondering now.
I'm gonna guess 2005 TNA.
Maybe, man. He might have kept
On his return.
take it up. It does happen. Oh, are you looking
I'm
up?
double checking, but it makes sense that it could.
It could.
The time
It very
frame
well-
lines up.
It very well could happen. Let's see, Loki versus Hector. I'm gonna look it up too. Let's see, Hector Garza. I don't think it happened, man. Wait a minute.
Maybe not an Impact.
Hector versus AJ though happened, and that's on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't think Loki and Hector ever happened.
Garza, Sabin, Petey.
It makes you wonder who booked their shit. What?
Hakeem earlier in the chat had a suggestion. Do Matt's getting coffee and Loki is the barista. I think that would be a good one.
Loki and
Oh,
and
God.
Vance getting it together.
Oh, with the prospector. Okay.
They would kill him. They would just murder the prospector at this point.
I think Loki would be a good barista.
I said oat milk. I am trying to watch my carbs.
Did you say goat milk?
Kill him now. All right, let's go on. So Hector pins Sanjay, and everyone's completely confused that this is an elimination match at this point because they think they won the match, and Hector gets up and he's like, yeah. And then he's like, no. He's like, what? It's like, we won, right? Like 4 minutes. And then he was like, oh shit. Hector, you can tell he's upset because he rolls out of the fucking ring. Like, what the fuck just happened? And I think Hoovy, who was like the more fluent English speaker of all of them, was probably like, it's elimination, whatever. It's easy Hector kind of get back up and settle down. But clearly the first elimination, they had no idea what was going on at all. Ricky Glow, I'm the one with the fucking bell. This is it. I'm the guy. I'm not Bill. I am the bell guy. This is all I have left. I have been fired from the rest of the shows. Just let me have my moment. I have the bell. It's me. It was me, goddammit. He's been ringing that 4 times. Bill, ring the bell. Dude, get Bill on Thursday. That's his show. I've been fired from Thursday. That's his now. It's Bill's. It's not mine. Let me have the bell, please. It's mine.
We don't give him much. We give him the bell.
Give me the fucking bell, man. I got nothing else, man.
So you really got to wonder what's going to happen to him when the nurse steals it and the cowbell.
I'm dumping her. If she steals it again, I'm fucking.
Oh, come on.
I'm fucking.
You're dumping the Lunchables girl? I don't think so.
Done.
No.
I'm watching.
I don't believe in long-term love, my man. It doesn't work for me. Clearly, it clearly doesn't work.
You're an artist. It's always going to come back to you.
There's a legal system out there that's corrupted my mindset, man. It's all fucked up in here. This poor nurse has to suffer the other end of this. It'll never happen. Anyway, back to a positive. Actually, not too positive. This match is fucking ridiculous.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The spots all throughout this are just absolutely insane, and I actually kept track of like the eliminations and the points throughout this because I was like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh god, who's gonna win this crazy hot mess?
It's nuts. I am not a fan of this. Let me ask you guys. It's like they always work up to the first elimination on these kind of matches, and then there's immediately a second one. Always immediately there's like
Gotta even them
right away. Like so, Elix, he gets Negro to tap out. Oh, immediately, like right away, he gets him in a submission. He taps. I'm like, and the funny thing is, he's tapping forever, and Rudy's like, huh? Which one's Jay? And he's like fucking tapping. He's like, did he tap? I think he did. I guess he tapped, and then nobody rings the bell, and nothing happens. No, Jeremy Borash should be like, Abismo Negro.
His hands are flailing. He can't really tap.
Well, I think that's where Don is selling on commentary the language barrier, and like maybe he's not understanding it. Like the ref's not understanding his submission.
So ridiculous.
No mas, no mas.
Just tap. It looked like he's tapping. It's like nothing. He's like, I guess he's okay. Like Rudy's like sitting there, and the guy's like, what the fuck?
There you go.
Ricky Glow. See, they thought it was you, Bill. I got nothing. They even thought the bell was.
Didn't know
you.
it was a real bell.
It's a real.
Show one more time the bell.
It's a bell. I bought
And
this.
then
It's a real.
where's the cowbell? The
bell.
truck got you.
The cowbell. The truckster right here got me. There's a
There
cowbell
you
right
go.
here. The funny
You
thing
did have a sound effect for a bit, though, didn't you? You had an app
I
on
have
your
an app.
phone.
I have an app, but
Yeah.
truck. I always thought it was funny. A Canadian friend of mine sent me a bell from Canada, made in the USA. I don't know if you can see that. The bell is actually made in the USA.
So that's been through all kinds of customs.
Yeah, no shit. Back and forth and back and forth. Truck. When you sent this to me, did they ask you what's in the package?
Oh yeah.
And you tell
Oh
me.
yeah. You got to fill out a lot of paperwork to send that silly $30 bell across the border.
You sent.
Yeah, I had to fill out like
30
4
bucks in?
pages.
You sent 30. Oh my.
30 American dollars or 30 Canadian dollars. Pardon
I
me. So
love
it's
this
like
guy.
nothing.
I
there
really.
you
I don't
go.
deserve you, Truck. I really don't deserve you. I really don't. What a guy.
But yeah, next time I do that, I'm going to send a whole bunch of stuff at once because yeah, that was like 4 or 5 pages of paperwork for one a joke, basically for a bit.
You're
For a
too-
bit.
You are. It's bad. I've been getting used to it. I've been making it work, my man. It's working. Gonna need you to tap your hand in English there, Rudy Charles saying to Abismo Negro. Poor bastard. Poor bastard. Fucking Rudy. Dude, I swear, one of the worst refs I have ever seen. And
I'm consistently bad too.
and he's in the fucking WWE now? Like, is he decent
Still
there?
is.
Is he
Still
okay
is.
there at least, or what? What's the deal there? He must be because they hold it to a high standard.
I just assume someone's talking in their ear the whole time, telling them what to do.
My buddy Jeremy, who was a referee in Indiana, grew up with Rudy actually, and Rudy does bring him on like the road to like hang out once in a while for like
Did
the
he
Midwest
watch stuff when they were kids too?
Oh, I think he botches saying hello at this point. Like he can't even say hello. He says goodbye instead of hello. Like he's fucking nuts. Like the guy's a lunatic. I gotta ask Jeremy about it though. I'm like, was he like just like when you guys were playing football as kids? Does he show up with a basketball under his arm? Like is he that kid? Because that's exactly the guy's fucking nuts. But
I made a touchdown.
yeah, I mean touchdown. Sabin pins Garza horribly afterwards. Again, everybody's confused. Sabin's frustrated at the pin. Garza's pissed off that it's not a smooth pin. Like all you see is just frustration on the finishes throughout this entire show. Michael Shane's watching from the ramp, and
Go away, Michael Shane.
yeah, and he's upset he wasn't included. And I'm like, why the fuck would he be?
Well, he's the only one, so
Yeah. Aguila pins Elix, which I think was okay, and then Jerry pins Aguila pretty quickly, and then I gotta say this is where they tie me in. Jerry and Hoovy in the finals is one of the best matchups I've ever seen to date on TNA. It was fan-fucking-tastic, these two. Like, expectedly so. I will say that.
Yeah.
Hoovy wins. Mexico wins the tournament. But, man, I mean, these two, again, Jerry Lynn, dude, I don't know. I know he turned on TNA recently with Tony Khan and all that. But the guy is so, I mean, I know he's more revered now, even more in like the legend of Jerry Lynn. But man, like I think like so much of his work just needs to be displayed more as like this is how you become a high flyer, how you wrestle X division. Because this is it's literally a guide to what you need to do and what you need to not do. Like the psychology of X division is like encompassed in Jerry Lynn to me. Amazing. And then Hoovy, as we know, is just one of the best luchadors of all time. Phenomenal. And he was just on. Did he wrestle on AEW?
Did he?
Yeah, it was this past Wednesday. He wrestled Chris Jericho.
Oh, okay.
how was it?
How was it? Was it old school? Or
If you skip the first like
say no more.
the first few minutes are very clunky.
Hmm.
Just the communication's off. Hoovy's thinking that he's still wrestling 170-pound Chris Jericho when it's actually a 270-pound Chris Jericho.
You're too juicy. Jericho. What happened?
Yeah. way too fucking juicy. Oh, sorry.
He likes the juice.
Yeah, he's the Grey Goose of juice. Too much juice, Chris Jericho. Yeah, sauce.
I love referring to booze as the sauce. I always found that hilarious. Like, he likes the sauce a little too much. Like, that sounds funny.
RK.
Uh-oh. Oh, boo.
Should I admit I have what?
Oh, he's listening.
He's listening.
No, the last people we have in the back, on the show, talking about it. Oh, by the way, I'm also watching 20 other things not related to, this. Yeah, no, don't admit that.
Let's finish talking about that match, J-Bone. Clunk City.
It ended better than it started. I'll say that. And it was still, Hoovy is still in incredible shape. The guy's got, he does.
Did he have like a full mask and everything? Or was he just vanilla Hoovy?
No, he looked good.
He'd be caramel. Come on. We have earned caramel.
I apologize.
People of our tone are caramel. Come on.
Caramel Hoovy? Or was it mask Hoovy? I always like mask Hoovy better.
It was shit. I don't even remember. It was okay though. It was okay. It was, like I said, it started out, but it got better.
Okay. You're saying he's not a shower. He's
a
grower in that match.
Whoa. All right. After Mexico wins, not too much celebration afterwards. I guess how they taped it, so they just kind of, it was over, it was done. Jarrett comes out right away, steals the moment.
Because
thanks.
First we get the head of AAA coming out with the tequila.
Yes.
I didn't catch that.
Celebration.
I didn't.
Yeah, they were having a celebration.
I didn't see it. I missed that.
No,
and
they
then
were
that's
having
where
a
it makes
celebration.
no sense. Where then, I'm Jeff Jarrett. I got to come out and ruin the celebration.
I did not see the tequila.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, he was dumping it all over everyone. It was hilarious. He goes, "Here, you have some too."
I totally didn't see
it.
I must have looked away. Shit.
Well, that's the thing. The celebration was so short. If you did look away, you would have missed it.
I missed it. I totally missed it. Jarrett comes with Callis and calls TNA into the ring. The TNA face is absolutely golden in this. Like, there's so much TNA face, guys. Put it into the chat. Yes. He is incredible. The facials. Bill, you said it the other day. If this was in the modern era on like free TV, there'd be TNA memes every week. Like that face is incredible.
And for those that might not be familiar with it, here it is.
You can take this microphone and shove it up your ass.
Just a great face off though. Like they're fired up. TNA is incredible. Like, he's so good at just angry and just, you don't have the balls to fire me, Jarrett. And he goes, "Oh, I don't. You're fired." Like, he fucking fires TNA. Don is losing his mind on commentary here.
I think he ran. Like, you only see him go, like, because he's trying to chase after Mike to like bring him back. And then like you see him like stopped. I think like the cord on the headset got him. But they didn't have a great shot of it. But I assume he kind of like flung backwards like a cartoon.
No, Mike, no, go.
Did you guys see the Easter egg in the cover of the video?
No, let me see.
Yeah, it was center.
I can't. Where is it? Well, why don't you bring it up here?
And she's not from Designing Women.
I see TNA. I see Jarrett. Who's the?
Look in between them. Look at Jarrett's hand.
Tell me, is that Sabinite? Is that
no, who's going after his pinky finger?
Oh, who is that? Dixie!
Yeah,
Dixie!
there you go.
Dixie! I'm gonna totally get a tag her in this. It's amazing.
There Dixie. She is.
Look at that front and side. Remember we thought a couple weeks ago we saw her in the crowd. I mean, this is clearly the Panda Energy era. Like, she's in.
Yeah.
But holy shit, Dixie's in there, huh?
Dixie's in there, yeah. She's been making some headlines lately, so she'll appreciate the love.
That was some news we could have brought up. She was on Ring of Honor.
She was
in a tape segment.
Yeah.
She was at Ring of Honor talking about the women. Very random, very very random. Her to show up in Ring of Honor because the only TNA carryover is Angelina. I think that's it.
No, there's Maria Canellis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep, that's right. Damn, crazy to see Dixie on Ring of Honor TV though.
But you know what's crazy?
Hmm.
Dixie leaves, right? There's the anthem. She's still like that 5% owner, right?
5% owner, still got
She's
5%.
shown up at WWE,
Yep,
and now Ring of Honor, and not Impact in any way since then.
No.
Which is, she still owns part of the company.
Yeah.
Small, but she does still tweet it all the time. She still
all the time,
and the modern stuff too,
but
not just when she's around.
Been referenced at a Slammiversary briefly or something is almost mind-boggling at this point.
I'm thinking, like, do they do that because they're like, oh, the bad aura of it? But I'm like, you know what? What are you trying to hide? Like, again,
Well, I think No Place Like Home, maybe she would have had some type of presence.
maybe. Listen, the hate for Dixie to me is absolute horseshit. She what she did for the company has not been matched since, and I still to this. I mean, Alicia and I talk about it all the time. We always say, I think her efforts are buried because she's a woman in this male-dominated industry.
If she's getting buried and Eric Bischoff isn't,
Yeah,
that tells you everything you need to know.
if she's getting buried and Tony Khan isn't getting ridiculed for doing the same, if not worse shit in 2 years than she maybe did in fucking 15, give me a break. Like, give me a break. Honestly, I don't.
Can't be denied it. That she knew how to play the TV game marketplace.
Dude, she found them TV even when the worst time. She got them a platform, no matter what. She got them licensing. I remember going into stores and seeing TNA coloring books and TNA action figures and TNA T-shirts at Walmart. Like,
They should probably give her a call these days, eh?
no
Masks.
shit.
Might not be a bad idea.
Masks.
Masks.
They had everything. The
Yeah.
board game, the fucking board game was in Toys R Us and Target and shit. You know, like, again, denying her effort is absolutely absurd to me. Like, like to say, oh, she was such a mark for the bit. Like Tony Khan's not. You know, like, give me a break. Like,
There
this
you go.
again. The dirt sheets want to bury a woman in this business. That's all. Who made it?
Would you put her in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
I know there's like plenty of others that should go in front of her, but I'm just saying eventually.
100%. She deserves to go into that.
All right.
And if they do more than one a year, we might see that. We'll see. And again, some people are saying in the chat here, she was a very, very nice person if you met her in person. Bill, you met her several
I
times.
believe
nobody
it.
nicer.
She's awesome, dude. She was really, really nice.
Just the fact that she still puts over the company says something.
Yeah. Listen, I hope something happens where she can at least get that, like, hey, let's all come full circle here. Dude, even like Russo, for that matter, you know, like, I think, like, again, the hate for it's bullshit. Like, this is such perpetuated nonsense for dirt sheets. It's like, come on, like, just tie it all together. Like, we had a great time. Again, Dixie and Russo were there when they were doing 2 million on Spike TV. I'm leaving it at that.
Yeah, I think Bully just put that out there. That I think he was getting some of the Mizarks, as Lakers would put it, after him, because he said, like, nobody's ever come as close as TNA
That's right.
has to WWE. And
Fact.
it's true.
And that's
They just want to look at, like, we're going to use the demos to say we're close. Not really, son.
No. Demos didn't count until the AEW came out. Then it's like,
Well, now it's the argument to say you can get closer.
Well, the demos. Fucking demos. All of a sudden, everybody knows what demos are, you know? It's ridiculous. But
The only reason why the demos are a thing is because Chris Jericho came up, so he's the demo king and he can do anything. Oh, wait, no, that's the Lizard King.
But the demos. Don't forget the demos now. Jesus.
Trent, you're in a band. You know about demos.
All about demos. I've cut several demos, which I'm thinking about releasing.
That's the only demos that matter.
I was actually thinking about releasing all the demos as a B-sides record at some point. All the old B-sides. Thinking about doing that at some point. We'll see. Got a bunch of old demos that already got put out. Including a cover of The Sound of Silence. I never put that out.
But which Man of War song are you going to cover on the next
18
album?
to 49 demos.
We could. What are you saying, Truck?
Which Man of War song are you going to cover on the next album?
Hail and Kill, my man. Hail and Kill. Great song. I love it. I got to convince 3 other guys to do it, though. We'll see. Might be a solo project. We'll see. But that is the show, everybody. Don't forget to give the video a like. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button real quick before you leave, because as soon as I say that is it, they all cut out. Hit the like button before you go. Sub, do something. But please do that. That's it, guys. It's a tournament heavy show. Very little storyline other than the firing of today. but I don't know where they pivot off of it.
TNA.
Speaking of, because I know what episode he's referring to do 1.4, that was the table. Dixie through the table.
Oh yeah.
Let's see Tony Khan take a bump.
Mm-hmm. Were you at that show, Bill? That was in New York.
Yes,
Were you there?
yes.
You were at the bump. The anniversary of it was yesterday too, by the way.
Correct. And that's why Bully Ray was putting that over.
Gotcha.
And then they're like, oh my gosh, Tony Khan, CM Punk, Brian Daniels.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Mark was shocked the other day. Bill was like, he goes, if Khan bought Impact, he's like, I'll watch WWE and never fucking look back. And Mark couldn't believe what he heard. The look on Mark's face, like, what the fuck? He's like, nope. He's like, I won't even touch it. I'm done. I'm going McMahon all the way. I said, I'm just done totally. I'm like, I'm fucking out. I'm just leaving everything. Just burning the fucking bridge behind.
Yeah, like it would be like that would be the only one I at least pay attention a little bit, but not all in.
But that's it, guys. That is NWA-TNA number 8130. Exactly 29 more to go after this. 29 more. And then till they move to Orlando. So they end at 111. Let's not forget that. But great. Fun, very fun. Action-packed show. Botched finishes. But the road to the matches, the road to the finishes were great. I'll give them that.
I'm just hoping Scott Hudson is not the play-by-play guy next week.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because Don's going to be by himself.
Yeah, because Borash wasn't on. They kept consistent to Borash, Tiny, and Miss Sarah being fired still. And it was still that marketing guy who was doing the ring announcing. Tim Wilkes, the head of media. I tried to look at him up.
Tim Wilkes.
I looked up Tim Wilkes to see if he has a LinkedIn, if he really was a head of media relations. Nothing comes up.
Oh,
No, I think it's a gimmick name, brother. It might not be a real name. Tim Wilkes. Tim Wilkes, if you're out there, former head of media at TNA in the Asylum, give us a call. Love to get you on. You know who might have interviewed him is Michael Cavanici, the author of the
He's
TNA.
interviewing everyone.
Everybody. Mike has gotten literally he's like, hey, man, he's got the fucking janitor at the Impact Zone. I mean, he's on everybody to give a quote for this book. He even got Dixie and Jarrett to do a quote.
He must be a really good talker. He must have a silver tongue or something, because that list of names that he's got is literally everyone who's even been somewhat involved with the company. I had no idea how you do that.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But
Hey, I was in the audience of Bound for Glory 2019. He hasn't called me yet.
He's working his way up, Jay.
Jay.
He's working his way up. Watch your spam folder.
Now,
There we
J-Bone,
go.
you were in the audience of Bound for Glory 2019. What did that feel like? Well, my ass was really comfortable in the seat, and I truly enjoyed the experience. And a soundbite from J-Bone. That's about it. What the hell are you going to say, J-Bone?
I
What would you
drank-
say about it?
I drank way too much of Trent's coffee that morning.
He was out of his mind. Not morning, that night. That evening, J-Bone had 4 K cups of coffee.
black coffee.
Black coffee.
No, because that was the same day we did the pizza, and I was all jacked up when I left your apartment.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking real jacked right now, baby.
Jacked up jukebox. J-Bone. Jacked up J-Bone.
Give us the double bicep. Give us the
There
double
it
bicep. There you go.
Nice. All right.
Okay, boomer.
Let's start wrapping up. But yeah, so next week, guys, don't forget to join us. Time Machine Tuesday, every Tuesday. Number 82 will be next week. Pivoting off of this show, so we'll see where it goes. Chyna supposedly makes an appearance. Should be a fun one. We'll see where it happens. But real quick show schedule. Every Tuesday, Time Machine Tuesday. Thursday, NWA, Impact on Access TV. Watch along. It's just a reaction now because Twitch is dead. So are you guys going to do that watch along reaction deal?
I'm fine with doing it.
The numbers last week were good, so we'll see. But we have to see if the numbers are consistent now.
Yeah, because
Because
people
it was
know what it is.
It's the demos,
Right.
though, Jay. It's the demos. You have to worry about not the numbers, but the demos. So pay attention to the demos, please. The demos.
Yeah, where people
I'm gonna
just
shoot
using
myself
us to
live on
watch
stream.
it now, whether they want our opinions.
Opinions. We'll see. But so if there is, they're gonna try it this week. There'll be a reaction watch along. It's more of a group hangout, just on YouTube, I guess. Are you gonna broadcast it to Twitch too? Even though it's just
I believe so. Why
we
not?
got both. We got both. Fuck it.
Oh yeah,
Because people are still looking for Impact over there, so bring it. Let them know what's going on.
Yeah, the channel is still running, but no original content.
Okay.
Yes.
Reaction and then the post-show review as soon as that's over on the channel here. And then so Wednesday, I'm sorry, I jumped at Thursday. Wednesdays, TNI UK is live, 12 Central US time, 6 p.m. UK. They do a kind of a news and highlights of the previous week and a preview of the upcoming Impact and Access TV. And then again, like I said, watch along reaction, post-show for Impact and Access TV. And then we got the Patreon content. There's the Sunday family dinner, various after darks. I believe there's a poll up for the next watch along, reaction watch along for special events. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/WeTalkImpact. You'll see all the different stuff in there.
Yeah, I think it's putting over the Dixie Carter Ring of Honor.
There you go. Yeah,
I believe that's what won the last one.
There you go. So that's the winner. So that's gonna be the next one. But let's go ahead and get plugs in here. Truck, where can people connect with you? Especially our pal Courtney, who is the quickest retweeter and liker on Twitter I have ever seen in my life. Like,
I get that drip feed of validation every time I tweet something, and that's,
every time
I need that.
She is so fast with that machine gun. Like, it's incredible to me. Like, I will retweet or post something, and it's like, boom, done. I'm like, God damn, quick draw. She's not in here today though. Anyway, where can they follow you, Truck?
You can find me on Twitter at truck_rockpack. You can also find me on the Discord, where every Tuesday we do a watch along of whichever NWA episode we're about to see, and that starts 2 hours before this show. So it's a great way, if you don't have Impact Plus, it's a great way to watch the shows.
Perfect. It's a group hangout. You can watch. It's a good fun time. It's a good old fun time. So go ahead. Cool. Check that out. The Discord link is in the description below. Bill, where can they follow you?
The Twitter, Instagram, my name, William M. Gardner, JRDNER. On the Discord, I am Mr. Impact Wrestling.
Aha. He's never plugged that before. That is him. Mr. Impact Wrestling is Bill. He's revealing. He's kayfabe. The kayfabe's dead. That is Bill. J-Bone, where can they get
I'm Moose. His name.
It was me.
He's actually Moose's agent, or should be. You can find me over in that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast, where we're smashing all things wrestling and music. That's coming soon too. It's in the works. You find that on YouTube and Twitch, and the audio portion of that is on anchor.fm/Smash This Podcast.
Very good. You guys can get me at Trensberry over on Twitter. Also, the Backstage Boys podcast at the BSB Show on Twitter. Go check us out. It's indie wrestling talking shop about indie wrestling and what we do backstage. Go check that out. I will not be on Thursdays because I've been fired. Just a reminder about that. You'll only see me here and on Patreon. So that's about that. Also, this show at We Talk Impact, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just type in We Talk Impact. Comes right up, or just search Total Nonstop Impact. We come right up. Literally, if you Google it, if you type in Total Nonstop, it says Action and Impact. We're the second result. So go check that out. Take a look. Connect with us on all the different various platforms that we're on. All audio platforms, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, and subscribe, please. If you have iTunes, give it a 5-star. Give it a quick one-liner, two-liner, paragraph. Let us know you like the show. Big shout-out to the international Apple Podcast listeners. We are always in the international charts. We really appreciate it. Uganda, number 3 in Uganda. Mind-blowing still.
And number 1 in your hearts.
Yes, J-Bone says
I think we all got to give that a Kamala.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Thank you guys in Uganda for that. Always in Africa, we're always ranking up really high in the Middle East. So thank you all for listening on audio. We really appreciate that. What else? Oh, prosandtees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. And Discord link in the description below. Check that out. Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. YouTube.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Check it out, guys. Connect on everything. Be in the know. See what's going on. Twitter is always active. Discord is always active. All the plugs are. The Discord is a lot of fun, so go check it out. Lots going on in there. So take a look. Other than that, anything else, boys?
Quit tagging me and shit.
Quit tagging J-Bone. He hates everything right now. He's very bitter. He's almost as bitter as I am. Okay.
I love you. I love you. But quit tagging me.
Leave him alone. All right, guys.
Send him DMs instead.
Yeah, DM him all day. And with that, This has been Total Nonstop Impact Time Machine Tuesday for NWA-TNA number 81. Guys, we'll see you on the UK show tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central U.S. time, 6 p.m. UK time. Catch Bison Joe and Steve. Guys, we'll see you then. Take care. Have a great week, everybody. Good night.